can't escape. So I've always been worried about that shit. Like, I think I was having at one time I was
about
having,
your victims escaping.
Yeah. Actually,
I hear you.
my inability to escape.
Oh,
Like,
that's one of the reasons you can't do it, because you're like, what if I don't get out?
right? Not like, obviously, like, let's say my wife decides she's into that. I'm like, fine, she's gonna let me go. Like, we're all good. I was having sex with some sketchy bitches back then. Like, they're leaving me, and now I'm just. My mom's got to come home and untie me from the fucking bedpost. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't risk it. You know what I mean?
Mom! The bad part is coming, quite literally.
This hurt more than 9/11.
Welcome to the Den of Debauchery.
Like, this is the most depressing thing, because if you don't notice it until I do this, but if I cover up my mustache, look at how much look how much real estate is in between where each side of the mustache starts.
Yeah.
It looks like I don't have a mustache when I do
It might be like the only thing I got you on.
Yes, I would agree.
Because I mean,
you got me on hairline. Lazy. You got me on hairline. Your hairline's doing better.
I'll give you that. But I'm gonna get that widow's peak here. Like here, it's gonna start going away. I'll have it here.
That's already gone.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna be.
I'll
be joining you.
Crept back.
Yeah, I'll be joining you for sure.
Apparently, it's gonna cost me about $4,500 to save my hair. So. Totally worth it. I don't know where they're going to take it from. I don't know if they're taking it from the sides and the back. I don't know if they're taking it from my ass hair. I don't know what exactly the plan is for this.
You have less ass hair than you did before.
That's true. Thank you for that. Thank you for taking away the opportunity to save my hair, because now, now the front's not going to be as thick because you took away some of my ass hair.
I do got to be honest with you. I did not think of the ramifications of what I was doing at the time.
How could you? All right.
Well, I'm a thoughtless person.
Who would have known? We were kids. We were just kids. We were just kids waxing each other's buttholes. We didn't know. Who could have foreseen what was going to happen?
What a weird thing to like. One day when you're trying to explain that to someone, like, why did you do that? You're like, we were kids.
We were kids.
What happened back then?
Hey, why were you touching Uncle Derek's butthole? We were kids. It was different back then.
God.
You did stuff to try and get more subscribers on podcast.
It didn't work. I mean, it worked then.
It did. It did. It got us up to 100. But here's the thing. We also promised people we would get them T-shirts, and then I tried to order T-shirts, and the company, awesome. Yeah, the company, say something about the company stole my credit card information, just stole money from me, and I never got T-shirts. So I've been pretty shy about trying to buy them again, because it looked like a legit website to me. I don't know.
Have they made any more withdrawals from your credit card, or just
not that I've seen as of yet?
Dude, how awesome will it be? Like, we move forward. We get somehow some other way we get shirts, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you get a fucking package.
I get a package.
And here's your shirts.
I'm like, oh,
holy shirts and pants.
Holy shirts and fuck off.
Do you know where that's from? Because that's kind of
oh yeah. Role models.
No.
Oh no! Wedding Crashers. Yes. I'm sorry, my bad.
That is such a obscure.
Holy shirts and pants.
He's joking. He feels so good when he
feels so good when he jokes. Oh shit! Should we just start off with like Wedding Crashers?
that might be one of my all-time favorite comedies.
Let's just do Wedding Crashers.
Hands down. One of my all-time favorite.
It's great. So early 2000s. I mean, it's perfect for what it was. It's like that's one of the reasons that I love comedy, because it doesn't demand a lot from the writers and from the audience. Like when it's just a straight up comedy, like, because if it's like a drama or an action movie, like you need to have more solid writing other than just the jokes. I am willing to suspend all disbelief for whatever you want to do in a comedy as long as the joke lands that you're trying to make. So that's one of the
okay. I see what you mean. It doesn't have to be rooted in realism. Yeah,
because like yeah, exactly. Like so that movie, starts off funny premise. There's just two best friends. All they do is show up to a wedding, crash it. They get, become best friends with the people who are all like, oh, I love those guys. They're always using fake names. Like the odds, it's obviously silly and ridiculous. Like to be that popular, if you're crashing a wedding, you want to stay off to the side.
You're definitely not cutting the cake. Figure. Yeah, you're not cutting the cake with the bride. Yeah.
Even if you're one of the brothers, like of the either one of them, you're still not cutting the cake with the bride and groom. So that's the whole point, is it's just silly. So it starts off, that's the journey that they're taking. It's wedding season, the spring is coming up, like everybody's starting to get married. They start, crashing these weddings, and then they go to a big event where it's like a governor's daughter or something, like something big. I can't remember. I can't remember why they're an influential couple. Everybody is going to be there. Okay, there it is.
He's a congressman. Now we can't think of his name. It's Christopher
Walken. Okay,
is a congressman.
I didn't know who you were trying to think of. Okay, yeah, Christopher Walken's a congressman. They show up to the two women that they're both interested in, their sister's wedding, if I'm not mistaken, and they show up to that wedding, crash it. They start to fall in love. They're both like getting at odds with each other because one's ruining the fun, and one gets his heart broken. So then they have a falling out, and then they eventually reconcile at one of the other guys' wedding because he falls in love with the crazy psycho bitch played by Isla Fisher.
I know you're doing a great job. You're doing a pretty good job of just like trying to summon it up and get rid. But there's so much.
I'm just working my way through the plot real quick.
I know. And there's just so much that's good with that movie.
So they get through, reconcile at the wedding, and then he eventually wins back the woman whose heart he broke. So obviously one of the major subplots that I glossed over was Owen Wilson's character falling in love with Rachel McAdams' character, who was engaged to Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper. Who's an absolute dick and cheating on her all the time, and they suck, but
But he is a fucking horse. Like,
yes, he fucking hits like a brick shit house when they play football out in the yard.
So many good parts in that. I will tell you that
it's an extremely quotable movie. That's one of the mark of a good comedy, is when it's quotable. You just quote it over and over and over again.
I'm just gonna throw this. Like, let's not get too far into it, but I think the most quotable movie that I've ever watched was Anchorman, the first one.
Okay.
But going back to Wedding Crashers, there's a scene where the congressman's son paints a homoerotic picture of Vince Vaughn
with Vince Vaughn's character.
Yeah, and
it's sexual and violent.
And they get found out. The normal arc of any story, they get found out.
It's discovered that they don't really know anybody at the wedding,
and they were lying.
Bradley Cooper's character hires somebody to look into him, discovers they're lying, and they do this at every wedding.
Yeah. When he's leaving, Vince Vaughn is carrying it's a very large painting. He's carrying it under his arm, and it was actually improvised by Owen Wilson was the one that suggested it. The guy, the kid says, "I want my painting back," and Vince Vaughn goes, "Painting was a gift, Todd. Taking it with me."
Taking it with me.
And it might be my favorite line at the end.
Well, here's the thing. So the reveal of the painting comes in. So Isla Fisher's character, who is just an absolute psycho. It's the one of the governor's daughters, like ties him up to the bed while he's sleeping and is like stuffs a dirty sock in his mouth and has sex with him. And like, you know, he's like, she's so crazy, but like he loves it, but it's like terrifying at first. So he's still tied to the bed. And then their brother Todd comes in while he's tied to the bed and starts like rubbing on his body. And he's just like, "No, Todd, go away, go away, go away." And he's like, "I made you a painting." And then he's like, "What do you think of it?" And he's like nuzzling his face. And he's like, "It's very nice. It's very nice. It's very nice. It's very nice. Please go."
That was nice. That was nice.
That was nice. That was nice.
Yeah. Okay. So going along those lines, have you? Okay. Well, let's just ask a bunch of questions that have plots in the. Have you ever been tied up or tied any girl up?
Ooh. Okay. Yes, I've tied a girl up. I've done a lot with like handcuffs. I've done like a full bondage kind of setup where it's like a harness where like the feet will hook back into like it's very like it's nothing but like straps, but like there's ankle straps and the feet can be like moved forward and hooked onto a bar as well as the hands can be hooked onto a bar.
Interesting.
Yeah. That was pretty fun. If the person's like really into it like that, it's a lot of fun.
If the person you're with has a kink that's acceptable to you, and you're not like you're like, you know what, I can get into this.
It becomes
they're so into it.
It becomes your new favorite thing.
Yeah, exactly. Because you know that they're having the most fun. Fun sex is the best sex. It really is.
Well, it's just like wild, like drunken of like. If you ever get a like something that you haven't done with them before, and then they say, "Do this," and you're just like, "Huh?
Spit on me." You're like,
"Okay."
Right.
I've done the spit in the mouth thing.
Shut up,
dude. Same girl with the harness. Super hot in the moment. Super hot in the moment.
Afterwards, you're like, "She a dirty girl."
Yeah, but I fucking loved it. I mean, that was. Sex was great.
God.
Sex was great. Yeah. It was a wild time in my life. Me getting tied up, I've had my hands tied up.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, but it's basically like, okay, yep, you're in charge. Okay.
Yeah. And then they're doing all this like they're doing all this teasing shit.
Yeah.
And guys are just like, let's get to it. And girls are just like, they're the ones that you tie up. But the one time I tried to tie someone up, I think it was like a belt.
They managed to get away.
Well, not managed to get away. Like
they fought
it was
you
so
off and
it was so loose that
they just pretended.
Yes,
they wrapped it tighter.
They just held their hands up there. It was a total failure, man.
I had that happen too, where like I had somebody's hands tied behind. I just like I took off my shirt and like whipped it around and then like tied their hands like tight, and then like we had finished, and then she just pulls her hand out, and I was like, oh, like the whole time it was.
That's embarrassing.
She was like, yeah, no, it was hot because it was improvised. She's like, I really liked it, but yeah, I could have escaped at any time. I was like, well then. Fine.
Well, that's. Yeah. Do you want to make it to where the hand escape? So I've always been worried about that shit. Like, I think I was having at one time I was
about your victims escaping.
Yeah. Actually, my
I hear you.
My inability to escape.
Oh, like that's one of the reasons you can't do it, because you're like, what if I don't get out?
Right. Not like obviously, like let's say my wife decides she's into that. I'm like, fine, she's gonna let me go. Like, we're all good. I was having sex with some sketchy bitches back then. Like, they're leaving me And now I'm just, my mom's got to come home and untie me from the fucking bedpost. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't risk it. You know what I mean?
Mom.
And the thing is, it's like, if I do that, she's coming in with attitude. You know, my mom, like, she's not happy that I'm screaming to her. Or
Eric, oh my God.
The thing is she would understand.
Yeah, I'm sure your mom's into that shit too. Like, she's like, she fucking loves it.
I mean, she talks enough about it. You probably just ask her.
But speaking of yelling, Mom, tying it back into Wedding Crashers, one of the best cameos ever, Will Ferrell is a character who's still like in his fucking 40s or 50s. Like, he has moved on past Wedding Crashing, since now Vince Vaughn's character is going to get married to his character. He's done Wedding Crashing. Now he shows up. He's sad because he can't be with the woman that he loves. So he shows up to fucking Will Ferrell's house, who's living with his mom. And so he's like, oh my God, this is not what he's not what I thought he was. But then this smoking hot woman comes out dressed in like a tight black dress and like gives him a big kiss and like leaves. And then he explains that he got her at a funeral. He's funeral crashing now. And he goes, that guy's husband just died in a hang gliding accident. What an idiot. Oh, honey, take a good picture. I'm dead.
Idiot, man. So he crashes funerals.
Yeah. But then he's sitting there saying, like, you want some meatloaf? And like after he sees the hot woman come out, he's like, you know what? Yeah, I will have some meatloaf. He's like, you want some? Ma, the meatloaf. We want it now.
Well, the best part is like he's like, what is she doing back there? And then they go on to having like a little bit of a conversation, and then out of nowhere, he's like, "Ma, the meatloaf." Fuck. It's just like his timing was like just fantastic. That pacing of that, him screaming at like random times was fantastic. So when he crashes the funeral, like when Owen Wilson's character crashes the funeral with Chaz, who's the guy that's dead?
I don't
like he keeps saying his name.
He's saying, I'm going to one this afternoon.
No, he's like,
Richard.
I think
God
of that.
damn you, Richard. God damn you. And he's like snuggling this beautiful woman. Like, damn you, Richard. He just keeps looking at.
Every time I'm at a funeral, I think of, damn you, Richard. I think of that all the time.
No, but what just made me so the woman, the hot woman there in his mom's house made me think of the first time my parents met my ex-girlfriend, which was the morning after I brought her home, walked down the stairs. So it's Thanksgiving Eve, which is one of the biggest drinking holidays ever. Everybody goes back home. So I meet her, I take her home, hook up with her, bringing her down the stairs the following morning, and run into my dad, my stepmom, my aunt, and my uncle standing right there. And it's just like, hey, this is so-and-so.
Just be like, that a cha-cha red wall?
Was it? This is beautiful. No, it's just like good thinking. Way to think on your feet.
No, I was saying like,
but they were cool.
That was
your
distraction to look away while she's like,
it was
out.
Thanksgiving morning, and they were cool. They were just like, you want a mimosa? And I was like, oh yeah, my parents rule.
Well, I mean, with the age that you were at the time, like it's.
Yeah, I was.
You had to know.
Fucking 26, 25. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So have you ever like gotten laid or tried to get laid by pretending to be somebody else or lying about
I mean, lying all the time, but
lying all the time.
Be more specific.
Lying to the girl I'm hooking up with, lying to my girlfriend about the girl I'm hooking up with.
Yeah, I mean, keep going.
Oh yeah, it's my entire life.
Way more specific.
My entire life is a web of lies.
It was at one point, man. And you know what? Pretty good at keeping them all together, like keeping them all, at least organized. It really fell apart when I was caught, though. Really fell apart real quick.
So my friend and I would always like lie about what my job was because I didn't want to explain that I was interrogate. Like it led to a bunch of questions that I like.
Yeah.
I'd like.
You mean in the military?
Some of them like I didn't want to answer, and some of them I probably wasn't supposed to answer. Even though they make everything seem much more secret squirrel than it actually is.
Yeah.
But still, like, I just didn't feel like having the conversation over and over again. So I would just like make up something. I'd say I was a military cop or this and that. But one time, my friend and I, we just said that we were different band members in Gorillas because they only show themselves as cartoons.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, I'm actually the drummer for the Gorillas. And we tried it once and it kind of worked. Like nothing ended up happening, but I got a phone number, and then the next person said, "You're so and so," and said the name. I didn't even Google the fucker's name, and I was just like, well, this is over. It's just like,
yeah. The problem is whatever you were driving at the time, whatever you were wearing at the time was not.
They like to keep it low key so they can have a nice life. I was like, that's why we do it.
That's what it's
just like,
that's what
I can tell you. I could tell you this and you probably won't even remember. Like, that's how we sold it. And I was like, you probably won't even remember. You probably don't even believe me. And that's how we like it.
You know what? Getting back to like the, maybe the movie of the episode, The Wedding Crashers, the cheesy pickup lines or the plays that they would have. They're like, we're doing this, right? I had a line at a party where I don't know where I heard it from, but I would just go up to a girl.
I remember this.
And I would just tell her, I'd be like, they say that every girl has some degree of nipple hair. And all girls.
No,
I don't. Yeah, they're going to deny it. And then I tell them to prove it. And it's just, I'm like, well, okay, well, prove it because I'm going to believe science.
Prove it.
Yeah, it's exactly what I do.
Every girl has hairy nipples? No, I don't. Prove it.
Well,
I've seen you do it 4 times. It worked twice. So that's a success ratio higher than anything
really
I've ever.
Good success ratio.
That's higher than anything I've ever achieved to see a woman's tits without an internet search.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's because I think I peer pressured because the first one probably didn't work. But I peer pressured the other 2 that actually did work because if a girl said, no, I'm not going to show you my tits, I would just announce to the entire party that she has hairy nipples.
Yeah, this girl's got hairy nipples.
It is not a very gentlemanly thing to do. But I did it.
No, that's the thing. So there's this misconception that like women only want to date assholes. No. Young girls do tend to flock towards assholes. Women grow out of it, but it is absolutely true that like teenagers, early college, they'll absolutely flock towards like an asshole if he's got like charm of some kind.
That's why I was raking it in, man.
He's funny. Yeah, that's true. I can't even argue with that.
That was a real horrible person.
You wouldn't believe it to look at him now, ladies and gentlemen, but yeah. Derek Stock.
I don't know, sitting down I look all right.
Let
me flex a little bit.
Feel pretty fucking good. Yeah. Dude, so like I go back and I'm like edit old videos and looking at the difference in fatness in my body and face sitting in front of this computer is fucking depressing.
Same background, different body.
And it's just like I just keep taking up more of the closet behind me. I just keep expanding. I'm just like, Jesus, you used to be able to see like a door and a half. Now
is this zoomed in? Is this zoomed in? Let me zoom.
It's not. It's further away. I've got it angled up, like so that it can capture my chins less.
I shouldn't have done that because I just showed the bald spot underneath my chin.
Yeah, I know. I like mine gets thin. It thins out a little bit, but it's still full thing of hair at least. Yeah, you and it's weird. You and Jordan both have that. You both have that same bald spot.
I like to blame it on chin strap, but I mean it's not like you have it.
You should do the mustache and goatee. No, your guys is
isn't our friend Caleb doing it?
No, he just does goatee. He's just got goatee. I'm saying you should do mustache and goatee because you do have it. Get like a little sideburns, mustache and goatee. Look like Will Turner or Johnny Depp.
I could just annoy you by doing this all the time.
Exactly. And then you can walk up to me and do this and be like, "Hey, you can still see my mustache."
Yeah, it's
you can still see my mustache.
It's like Moses had to get across your mustache. Like,
yes, he put it. That's a joke I didn't expect. Moses needed to get up to your nostrils and prayed unto the Lord, and he parted your mustache.
He stuck that staff into your lip.
There's definitely enough space for all those Jews to make it.
You're fitting a lot of Jews in there.
Wow, a joke about mustache and Jews that didn't involve Hitler. I don't think you'll ever see that anywhere else.
That was actually like, can we just end it? That was pretty good on me. Like, I know I'm gonna say something stupid.
I'm gonna say something stupid and I'm gonna roast you for it, and you're just like, let me go out on top. Like,
yeah, exactly. Let's end it right now.
Let me like, hey, I just won the Super Bowl. I'm out of here. Retirement. They're like, you're 29. He's like, I don't care.
Dude, if I was 29, like if I were in the NFL and I was like, if I won the Super Bowl at 29, I'd be like, because there's no way I'm like a core player in the NFL. You know, I'm the fucking guy that
couldn't even be a water boy in the NFL.
No. And I'll tell you why. It's because they have games outside. Fuck that.
It's cold. It's cold out here,
dude. I'm not doing it. Like,
I'm not. You think I'm gonna work for You think I'm going with the team to New England? You think that's what I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
Think I'm going to Buffalo, New York?
Now, 60,000 is more than I make. Okay. Still not standing outside.
I think it's more than what I make as well.
I think probably about 60,000 more than you make.
Yeah, just about roughly. Okay. Yeah, somewhere in that ballpark. No, that's not true. I have been paid $140 for comedy now, so thank you.
Oh yeah, did we mention that?
I think so. I don't know.
Well, he is now a paid comedian.
My fucking show on this Saturday might be getting canceled, unfortunately.
What the hell, man?
Yeah.
Do you need me to talk to someone? You know, I got
call the governor. Call the governor.
What are you talking about?
I'll talk to you about it.
He's letting things go, man.
Yeah, he's fucking like, hey, what group of people doesn't trust the government to get the vaccine? What do those group of people also love more to do more than anything? Lottery.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. We probably don't have anybody that listens to us that's out of Ohio. But in case we do, our governor for 5 weeks is picking one winner a week. You have to be a registered voter, and you have to have at least the first dose of one of the vaccines, and you will get $1 million. Just that's your qualifications. That's in Ohio here. And that's crazy, man. It really makes me wish I voted.
Yeah, I don't.
Or was registered at all, you know?
I just so don't care.
Did I ever tell you about when I was registered?
The restrictions are being lifted. I'm gonna start coughing directly in people's mouths. It's over.
Yeah, June 2nd.
I'm fucking ready to be done. Like starting on June 2nd, like every person I see in public, I'm gonna hold your fucking mouth open and cough directly down your throat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna live forever.
Like a lion.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, man. Did I ever tell you about the time that the only reason I ever was registered to vote?
Oh, yeah.
Did I say it on here?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think so, but I just don't want to hear it. So I'm just saying that we did.
Oh, okay. All right. That's fair. It's not a great story. It's just a dumb story. It's just a story of that pissed me off. That's all.
Yeah. No. Oh, so have you ever been laid at a wedding? Like where you like picked up somebody at a wedding?
Not the night of.
Oh. But like you got somebody's number and hooked up with them later?
No, let me tell you something. All right. It was like 11 o'clock at night, and I got on Facebook Messenger, and I'm just scrolling, and I'm like, you know what? I went to school with her. She was a year older than me. She's on, says she's active. Let's shoot my shot. So I said something to her, and she was like, "Hey, yeah, I saw you." We were at a wedding together. It was a mutual acquaintance of ours. And apparently my dance moves must have got her all hot and heavy out there, man.
Oh.
Because she ended up being a girlfriend at that point. But it was just so weird that like that she's like, yeah, I saw you out there, and she's like, you were dancing, and that's probably the closest I've ever come, because I've usually had a date.
Yeah.
For weddings.
Yeah, I've had a wedding where I showed up with a date and wish that I hadn't, because I was just like,
that was every prom that I ever went to.
Oh yeah, I had a prom where I found out later that I could have went with somebody who I was super interested in, and then ended up going with somebody else, and I was like, no.
Dude, if I do it again, I would go stag and just steal someone's girl.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. You had the ability to do that in high school. I didn't. I was a fucking loser.
Well, the good thing is my girlfriend had a really strict dad, so after prom, she just went home, and I was able to enjoy prom.
Oh my God, you're such a piece of shit.
Well, I mean, doesn't necessarily mean that I did anything except for get hammered.
Your wedding was pretty fucking sweet. I had a good time at your wedding.
Yeah. Did you pick up anyone?
No. Well,
I feel like that's kind
of yeah, actually. If you
what you got?
You know what happened. You want me to say it on here?
She ain't listening.
Somebody will eventually.
That's fine.
Let's just say a friend's relative, somebody's like stepsister that night.
Yeah. Got stuck in the dryer.
Gave me, yes, they got stuck in a washing machine. And no, they gave me a downstairs mouth hug. Those
that sounds really nice.
It was quite nice. They were trying for more, but I was just like, my thought process was, if this person asked me if I had sex with them, because there was kind of like, apparently the person had said out loud to a few people, like, I kind of want to fuck him tonight. And so my thought process was, if I just receive that, then I can look them in the eye and say, no, we didn't have sex. It was like, nah, believe it or not, we didn't have sex.
It was crazy, but
it's like, I know you guys thought it, but like, I wouldn't do that to you.
I'm just a good person. Just a good person.
I'm just a good person like that. Like, I'm just like, listen, I choose friendship over
that's the thing
over sexual gratification. I'm just enlightened that way.
I for the longest time I chose sexual gratification.
I think it was
going to weddings. Like I never picked anyone up. I don't think I ever actually picked that's such like a movie thing where you like all girls.
No, here's the thing. It is and it isn't, because I think it's also like a big city versus small town type thing. Like where like you kind of know everybody.
Yeah.
So it only happens, if you don't, like, it has to be like a big ass wedding, and nobody fucking throws the level of extravagant weddings that you see around here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know everyone. They're like, back in the day, there would be like girls where I'd be like, yeah, I would have sex with her, but then people would find out. It's a small town. You know?
And she's ugly.
She's ugly, or her dating history, or whatever little non-important thing. It would plays a factor in like, I can't have this small town or my friend group finding out.
That's another thing. Like where you just assume, like you assume if you tell somebody, hey, don't talk about this, like I don't like people knowing my business, and they agree to that, then they wouldn't go and tell every person they've ever met. But they do that. Always. Everybody always finds out every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think there might have been like one person that's ever, like, to this day, I don't think has said really anything.
Oh, really?
Maybe
Who?
she's told a bunch of people.
Who?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I said maybe. I'm saying maybe.
You're saying statistically there's one person. You're not citing a specific example.
Yeah.
You're a liar. You're thinking of one person
it's never,
specifically, and you don't.
It's never gotten. What I'm saying is it's never gotten back to me, which is a real talent.
That's true.
But they could have left and told everyone about the horrible experience, which I'm guessing is a majority of it.
Yeah. But shout out, you know who it is. So shout out to that person.
Thank you for being a real one.
Thanks for being it up. And shout out to the person from his wedding. That was a good beager.
Oh.
You know,
I thought it was a mouth
she looked
hug.
up at me. You know, she looked up at me and she said, "Oh, now that
I need my protein after my workout."
And I gave it to her.
Through well.
And then I shot some in her eye, and she was pretty upset. I'm kidding, that didn't happen.
And then she yelled at you?
No, she didn't. Apparently, she didn't. Apparently, that is one sound that she didn't make, unless she yelled at me. And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
You got.
And I was like, "Hey, why don't you turn around? Because I think it's time for you to be
getting fucked in your ass like a hooker."
Do you like? Okay, the motherfucker.
Yeah,
is a great drop. That was a great video.
Like, yeah, that was
getting
fun.
Fucked in the ass like a hooker. It's by far the best one.
Yeah, it was just like, "Hey, buddy, what did you do this weekend?"
Getting fucked in your ass like a hooker.
Did you see that he got arrested and then he's stepping away from Jersey Shore to get help because he's still acting like he is a fucking 22-year-old on Jersey Shore?
He's probably still on steroids. Like that, to me, his whole aura reeks of alcoholism and steroid abuse.
Yeah, and just 100%. Being dumb.
Yeah, so I assume I'm gonna see him crying in a fucking interview on Entertainment Tonight at some point.
Dr. Phil,
just being like, I'm really sorry. I didn't expect. I wasn't the one. I was never strong growing up, so I thought I had to be strong. I had to be the strongest. So I started taking steroids. I started lifting weights, but it never changed how I felt inside.
It's like an Oprah interview. Like, how did they pull Oprah for this one? You know what I mean? She interviewed the Queen and Prince, or the princess and Prince, and then she's going to interview Ronnie from Jersey Shore.
Yeah, no, I like how like the most oldest living people of the biggest imperialist nation the world has ever seen, and they were just like shocked that they didn't like black people. They were just like, "Oh, I don't want a royal baby to be dark," and I was like, "Yeah." They'd rather inbreed than have the baby be like than have
not exactly what it should look
not
like.
British. So like and we were all had to sit back and go, "Oh, my queen, I can't believe it." It was just like, of course.
Here's the thing with that. I know that we don't get political, but it's not our politics, so I don't give a fuck. One of the things I'm still trying to figure out why Americans give this many fucks about the monarchy over there. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, the fucking patriarchy that's over there.
Whatever. The
oligarchy?
Sure.
Parliament? I'm just going to say
Parliament.
Say
it's Parliament.
British Parliament. But I think that's like saying Congress.
Yeah.
So it's not, their system of government isn't a Congress, it's an oligarchy.
You're just saying shit. Look, I don't care about the Queen. I don't care about the Prince.
I'm Googling what system of government.
When princes
such retards.
I don't care. We live in a democracy. I know that because I should care. I don't give a fuck about what's going on over there.
Okay, it is. Okay. Yeah,
what?
it's Parliament. Okay.
I know.
No. It's a constitutional monarchy.
Yeah.
Suck my dick.
Yeah.
We were both wrong.
No, I can tell you why I know that. Oh, I don't want to be a princess. In a constitutional monarch, Parliament has all the power.
Oh.
What's that from? That's Cat in the Hat, actually.
Yeah, why would I know? Yeah, we'll do that next episode. You want
to talk about Cat in the Hat? We'll talk about Cat in the Hat.
I don't want to talk about Cat in the Hat.
I don't either, because I don't think there's enough to go on. But it's a good movie.
All right. So
makes me happy.
I think we should go ahead and shift gears into the video portion.
Wait, you got videos for this?
Wedding fights.
We're gonna oh my god, every single topic we bring up, there's got to be a fight for it.
Well, yeah, man. I mean, come on. All right.
Let's see how this goes.
Warning.
Did you share the?
I do. It's
audio.
Be turned up.
Oh, you did. It was screaming, dude.
Damn, there's blood.
I think it's some guy's hair.
So, this guy's putting up his hair. Look at that. He's putting up his hair like. Hold on. Let me get my hair. Let me get my hair put up, and I'm gonna throw
that guy on the stage there.
Yeah. Let me get this shit put up. You don't even know what's about to happen here. Hold on.
Actually,
does anybody have a hair tie? Do any of you guys have a hair tie? Sorry. I need a hair tie. Sorry.
Have you ever seen? There's a video that a mom interrupts the wedding because she doesn't like.
Oh no!
Okay,
she thinks they shouldn't get married.
Kind of. So I think in their vows, she said something like, I love you for any and all your flaws, you know what I mean? It's just something wrong.
And she's just like, what?
My son does exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Oh my god!
She's like, my son doesn't have any flaws, and I would appreciate it. She just.
I think I got it. I think I got it.
I hope so, because it's actually pretty good. Yes, this is exactly it. It's a minute long, so I mean, it's not too long. Ooh, nice.
And I can't wait for everyone. I love you.
You're not going to say my son has flaws.
You can leave.
Perfect. No, I don't have to leave. That dress you're wearing, we paid for.
Let's calm down.
You're not going to ruin my day.
You are not going to say my son has flaws.
Wow.
Everybody has flaws, and that's why I love them. You can leave, Judy.
Like you don't have flaws.
Judy.
You can get out of my wedding now.
I'm not leaving. That dress you're wearing, I paid for.
Oh, she pulled the money. Oh, look how she dressed at a wedding.
What the fuck? That's how you show up for a wedding?
Get her out of here. This is is not
Look at this
right.
Florida trash. This is Florida trash. She shows up to a wedding like that. You are not going to say my son has flaws. She was always going to interrupt this. No matter
she just
what
didn't know
happened,
when.
She was always going to interrupt this. Oh my God.
Isn't that amazing?
Tony, get her out of here. Look at this defeated man.
Yeah,
Look at this
like,
defeated man. That is the look of a man that says, I'm going to have to deal with these two arguing back and forth for the rest of this marriage. Notice I didn't say the rest of my life. For the rest of this marriage, I'm going to have to deal with these two.
I mean, what do you do in this instance? Do you punch your mom?
Like, your mom interrupting your vows, like, you fucking knock that bitch out.
When she didn't, like, he clearly didn't have any problem with whatever she said.
Yeah, no, like, it is, and his wife's hotter than him. Like, she's marrying him when he's already lost all his hair completely.
Yeah,
which is why I'm trying to get married in the next couple years before it's too late.
Well, you found one stupid enough to even be around you, so
that's true. But yeah, 100%.
You punch your mom.
Yeah, go hit your mom.
Yeah.
I feel like I'll be honest, if I knew anybody's mom that would do that I'm friends with, I think it would be yours. I feel like your mom's the
well, I mean, obviously I don't know.
I don't think she would. I don't think she would.
Wait, are you sure?
But I'm saying out of anybody, she's the most likely candidate.
She's by far going to be the most outspoken. But the one that throws daggers, wouldn't that be our mutual friend there? She doesn't like you, Caleb's mom?
Oh, no,
but
it's not that she doesn't like me. It's that she apparently believes that I've been having sex with Caleb's wife, which I have, but we're all cool with it.
I don't know why she has to bring it up.
Yeah,
it's
stop interrupting.
That's in the past.
He's into cuckolding and he's my friend. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? He likes to watch in the corner, like with the closet door slightly open.
Right.
Like, what do you want me to do? You wouldn't do that for your son, would you? I would.
Yeah.
Because I'm a fucking hero.
Well, I mean, you're stepping in. You see a need, you fill it. Yeah,
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I put her on her knees and I fill her, or whatever you said.
Something along those lines.
Something penis.
Yeah, like if we learned anything from Simba, it's in the past. You know what I mean? Just doesn't matter. It's in the past.
Exactly. And yes, the past can hurt. That's all we do. We bounce from one movie to the other.
We're finally getting a podcast that we can really put together.
Make sure nobody fucking sees. The first time we organize something and put a half effort into it, it gets 8 views. I was like, fuck you guys. We tried for this one. If we don't try and it gets 8 views, fine. But if we try and you only get 8 views, like, kiss my ass.
One of them's us.
Yeah, no, like, so everybody that's involved in the episode accounts for about half the views that we get.
Typically.
Yeah. It sucks.
Dude, just wait until we just springboard. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
It's gonna be crazy.
I know. And then we'll just we have anybody that's like a Columbus comic, and then that thing gets like fucking 100 and some odd views.
Well, let's just keep
just keep bringing them on. Well, you gotta get down here, bro. You gotta get down here.
I come down there all the time.
I come so much. I come so hard and so often.
It is surprising.
Stop texting during the episode. Okay.
No, I'm actually checking up. I'm checking up our TikTok that we have.
Oh.
The last one that you put up only got 20 views.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Listen, dude.
That was weird. The other ones are over 600 though.
Yeah, I give up, dude. I give up. I fucking give
Super weird.
up. So
maybe because it was an audio clip as opposed to a video. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you want to watch the rest of this wedding fight?
Yeah, just turn down a little bit more.
Okay. All right. Come on. Oh, I hear glass breaking.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Well,
those are turbans. These are sheiks, whatever. So this is a
uncultured swine.
This is an Indian wedding. Okay, what's it called?
This is the second thing you said.
This is the other one.
Here's the other one.
Broke out at a plush wedding in Wolverhampton. Wolverhampton? What the fuck? That is the most British. Jesus, look at the amount of blood on this dude. I bet that's what the glass breaking sound was. I bet
not a fighter, man.
Somebody busted a fucking bottle over this dude's head. Jesus.
Not a fighter. Really needs to pick it up.
Like, what happened?
Screams and breaking glass escalated to chairs being thrown as more and more. Like, I'm leaving.
Apparently, there was security at this place. Damn.
Like, I'm the type of person that any type of this.
So yeah, this is definitely like England, because it says people had been glassed, which is a term that they use for like smashing a glass against somebody. It happens so often that they created a specific word for it.
It's because they don't have guns.
You know what? I think you're right. No arrests.
Nice.
Yeah. Wow. Pretty fucking awesome, actually. So here's another wedding fight.
All right, let's see what we got here. This is long.
Well, this is like a
Good morning, George. It all happened at this hotel.
Shut up.
I don't give a shit about you.
Groom's brother is charged with assault, apparently.
Yeah, because only in America will we do that shit.
Hey, rate this woman 1 to 10.
She's a solid 8.
8, you think? Really?
She's attractive.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about her teeth and her dead eyes bother me.
Like, keep going, because her teeth, I think you stopped it in a weird spot. Yeah, I think your teeth is right. That was my gut instinct. I don't like her nose either. All right.
This morning,
that's what we do.
From the all-out brawl captured in this
Shut the fuck up, lady.
Video.
Yeah, we want to hear.
Overnight, the groom's brother was released from jail in Philadelphia after being charged with numerous counts of
assault,
assault,
copyright strike.
endangerment,
It's too late.
and
Whatever.
inciting a riot for his alleged role in the fight. ABC News
No.
is 26-year-old Matthew Sofka, the same man reportedly tased by police early Sunday morning. The massive melee is all.
He had a hell of a weekend.
Death of the bride's uncle. These pictures show Nicole Sanuti still in her wedding dress.
Sanuti, Nicole Sanuti, Italian trash. Got it.
I heard she's really snooty. Oh God.
Oh,
we should have ended it way earlier.
I told
her uncle,
you said it.
57-year-old Vince Sanuti, unconscious outside of the Sheraton
Oh
Society
no,
Hill.
Vince, no.
He later died.
Vincenzo.
Reportedly suffering a heart attack.
Whoa! What? Hold on. Shit just got interesting. Hold on. Who would?
No, it's too far.
With grief. Police discovered her uncle, 57-year-old Vince Sanuti, unconscious outside of the Sheraton Society Hill. He later died, reportedly after suffering a heart attack. On Monday, the bride's sister posted this heartfelt message on Twitter. Death leaves a heartache no one can heal. Love leaves a memory no one can steal.
What song did you steal that was from?
Pinterest.
You fucking Italian trash. Oh my God.
That was Pinterest.
Listen, I know we should probably give you a break because, you know, your father just died. Or wait, uncle?
Uncle.
It's bride's sister and it was her uncle. So yeah, uncle. But no, you don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. You just say like, oh, very super sad. Like that would have been better. I'm fucking super sad, yo. Like that would have been better than this bullshit.
It's very sad. And I know the whole family. I know Nicole. Whatever.
Holy shit. How close was I to nailing the accent? Before I heard any of them talk. Huh?
Like, who the fuck is Pat? They're like,
neighbor.
They went to their neighborhood.
I wasn't there, but I know.
Yeah, you weren't there. Then why are you even talking on it?
I know the family. Super fucking sad.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this fucking sucks, bro.
How distraught they are.
Meantime, people who were there are now firing back at the police response. In the video, you can see officers wielding batons. force the department says was necessary to control the crowd, which police say had been drinking. But on Monday, the bride's friend Kristen Petito tweeted, "At Philly police, your actions at Saturday night's hotel fight were despicable. Never in my life have I seen such an abuse of power. Shame on you." The brawl.
Never in your life. Oh, this is from 2012. This is from 2012. This is from 2012. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yo, this is the fucking worst abuse of power I've ever seen in my fucking life. You guys are fucking trash.
All right.
You fucking ruined my special day, and this is not fucking cool. Not fucking cool, police department. Not cool.
Stop. That's all I got. That's the only accent I got.
That's the only... Stop. The only accent you have is gay guy that clearly wants to have sex but needs to pretend like he doesn't want to. Stop.
Yeah.
Been
around it a lot.
Been around a lot of gay sex? I've been around it a lot. Listen, man. In my line of work, you do what you have to do.
Well, it's just weird. Like, you would think the gay guys would like be more secretive, but they just fuck in front of me all the time.
Yeah, they're constantly.
It's insane.
Me. Oh man. Well, I've drank too many fucking beers and seltzers. Now I'm starting to burp. I think it's gonna make it a wrap here for.
Because you kept it going until I said something stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it always falls apart. You can't hold it together for a fucking hour.
But dude, solid joke in the beginning. Let's go. Let's just circle back to it.
Okay. I'll tell you what, buddy. I'll put that joke at the start of the episode. How's that?
That sounds really cool, man. That's really nice of you. I can't wait to watch it and see that you actually followed through with it.
Yeah, it's gonna be you making a joke that doesn't land. It's gonna be you going, stop.
Yee.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, if you made it this far into the video, that means you're probably either Derek or me. But on the off chance that you're an actual fan, why not hop on to fucking iTunes and give us a rating? Why not share it with friends and encourage them to listen? So here's the way you get them to listen. You play your favorite episode or clip, and you're like, get them to realize that, hey, these guys are fucking funny.
Or get high and tell your doctor.
Yes. Or get extremely high off anesthesia.
Medication, sure.
And talk to your doctor that's operating on you and convince them and the entire doctor's office to listen, apparently. Thanks, Caleb. Holy shit.
Here's looking at you, Dr. Anderson.
Dr. Yeah.
Hampton.
All right. I'm just going to hedge my bets and say that it's either a Dr. Goldstein or a doctor.
That's a doctor and a lawyer. That's
Dr.
Cool.
Singh.
Yeah. Singh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Dr. Patel.
Yeah. Another strong.
Thank you, doctor. Oh, we doing? Oh yeah, I forget sometimes.
Yeah, it's we film so many. I know.
Yeah. Have a good night and a pleasant tomorrow.